Hello, my name is Eamon and I'm a Year 10 student at St Patrick's Grammar School, and I was glad to be given the opportunity to talk to you about how living sustainably can help ease the cost of living crisis. Firstly, we should examine exactly what the cost of living crisis means and how this affects us and our families. According to Northern Ireland's Consumer Council, the poorest households are left with only £29 a week after paying for food, fuel and general household bills. This is quite a scary statistic, meaning only £4 a day. So why have the cost of energy, fuel and food increased so much? I will look at these each in turn. The cost of energy has risen dramatically over recent months. After COVID, there's been an increased demand for energy in the form of gas and heating oil. On top of this, most of Europe's gas supplies came from Russia. This is now mostly stopped, meaning Europe needs to source its gas from other parts of the world. This has increased gas prices. This has then been passed on to customers in the terms of dearer gas and electricity. Fuel prices have also increased significantly. Again, Russia was a big supplier of petrol and diesel. After the invasion of Ukraine, this slowed, causing prices to increase. This has resulted in price increase in petrol and diesel. Another impact has been a large increase in the price of fertilizers, which farmers use for their crops. Food costs and now the shortage of some fresh fruit and vegetables are now resulting in supermarkets having to ration certain items to customers. The shortage is resulting in some fruit and vegetables, such as tomatoes, which are not easily grown in the UK, has been a result of poor weather in Europe and North Africa, as well as low supplies from the UK and Dutch producers due to a jump in energy bills to heat greenhouses. Our throwaway culture impacting fashion, an example, single-use plastic bottles, is also not making the most out of our now limited income. So is there anything we can do to help? With regards to energy, we can try to reduce the amount of energy we use by turning down the thermostat for our heating oil, have the heating on for short amounts of time, only fill up kettles with the amount of water we need, and make sure the roofs are insulated. The school's Eco Council are writing to the Board of Governors to look into installing solar panels into our existing building, which would certainly ease the cost of heating the school. Looking to the future, homes should be designed to incorporate greener ways of being heated, such as solar panels in the roof or wind turbines. There are great advances happening in the design area of creating innovative products such as walls of wind turbines, which could be easily be made part of architecture of homes or businesses. Fuel. Using greener forms of powering cars is the way forward. Many delivery vehicles, for example, some major supermarkets, already use electrically powered vans. Infrastructure is needed to make it easier for electric cars to be charged. There are a few charging ports in some government buildings, but if there were more available, then there would be a culture shift in how many people would choose greener cars. Food. In years gone by, people used to buy food that was in season. They used to buy local produce from local farmers, which greatly reduced the amount of fuel needed to transport food to customers. In our school, we are building a garden. We are learning about which plants to grow next to each other and which plants attract bees and other pollinators into the garden. We are learning about when to plant seeds and hopefully, once the crops are grown, how we can gather and store seeds for next year's crop. Many people could start to grow their own vegetables and fruits, as often not a huge amount of outside space is needed. Or communities could cultivate land that is not being used and set up community gardens. In the Netherlands, some local councils plant fruit trees in the centre of busy streets. When the fruit grows, anyone can take the fruit as needed. To tackle the fast fashion, shopping in charity shops or upcycling items would help to ease the waste of clothing and pollution of water in the process of creating fabric. This year, our school is slowing down fast fashion by organising a fashion show and a swap shop targeting formal dresses and suits. We can also use refillable water bottles instead of single-use, but companies should be encouraged to research non-plastic materials such as plastic alternatives made of seaweed. Here are just a few suggestions as to how living sustainably can benefit everyone. Please take something away from this speech. Thank you for listening.